All right. We are live, I think. I hope. So we're just going to jump right into it. I'm going to bring everybody in real quick.
On our draft pod. Nathan can move people around.
Yep.
Oh, sure. Anything?
So, Pankaj is where? What'd you say? Pankaj is where?
Ryan, 2.
2.
Ryan's
Who's 3?
1.
Ryan's
You're 3.
1. I'm 3. Ryan's 1. Of course.
Marco 4.
Marco 4.
Andrew 5.
Where's Marco?
I'm Chaos. It's 5.
Oh, Teklo. Okay, Chaos 5.
Oh, what's wrong?
Me 6.
You 6.
Subasa 7.
Subasa. J.
Yeah, that's Jay.
Sorry, Jay.
No, that's all. No, it's all good. Both names. Either names is fine.
Okay. Ethan 8.
All right. Okay. So we're all good,
Why?
Justin? Ryan, Ryan, Pankaj, me, Marco.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Chaos.
I actually just read off the order that they were on, Gem. I didn't hit pair.
Oh,
sorry.
my God.
Bear with me.
Fail.
Nathan 1. Pankaj
oh my
2.
God. Okay. Okay.
Did Jay? Is that what you said?
J. Yep.
Go by Jay. Yeah, Jay 3.
3.
Andrew 4.
Chaos 4.
Chaos 4.
Ryan 5.
Ryan 5.
Me 6.
You 6.
Ethan 7. Marco 8.
Okay. All right, we're lined up. Is everybody good to go live, or you guys want to say something to your? Should we do the same kind of intro we had last time? Or are we good to go?
Yeah, I wasn't able to actually go live here. The internet in Mexico is too shit.
Oh, no.
So all good. I tried to direct people to at least your link, Nathan. Who else was streaming?
On the
Oh, that'll be myself. Yeah.
Right,
My
Jay on the
stream
bauble.
is not online yet for some reason, so it'll be up in a couple minutes.
Okay.
All right, I'll toss that link.
Nathan, did you tweet a link or anything about going live?
I just said I'm going to go live for the first time, but I have a total audience of I don't know what, 5 people, which is pretty sick. So
Yeah, same.
all right. I mean, so this time we kind of have similar faces around here. We've got some new people though. We've got Marco from the TekloFoundry. We got Ethan, Sant, Justin, Team Foundry member, Card Salad on YouTube, Ryan, the Wombat, Battleheart and Portland Dash player, and Team Foundry affiliate. We got Andrew up in Canada. I hear he's a kind of monster of a player. We got Jay from On the Bauble, Pankaj over at Ethnic Smoke, and then myself. So I might even be more competitive this time than last time. So I guess everybody put your game faces on for this draft pod. You ready? Let's do it. I'm gonna start it.
Wait, hold up. The
Holding.
draft just like kind of died for me. It says no game found with the ID, even though I was just there. Let me re-click on it. One second. Oh, okay. There we go. I'm in. Pack
Oh,
one.
now I'm out.
Yep.
Let me try clicking my own link.
Is everyone in the draft?
No, hold on.
I am. But yeah, don't refresh because once
Boom.
you leave, you normally can't get back in.
All right, we're in. I'm gonna
Nice.
cut over to just talking on the live stream.
Okay. Oh, we're timed this time?
I guess so.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's time. Okay.
Uh-oh. I'm not ready for time. This pack is not that great. I did say I wanted a Force Ranger. I'm gonna go with Death Touch. Did it give it to me? Thank goodness. I wanted to force. I really wanted to force a ninja this time, everybody, but these packs are pretty bad for ninja. So we're just gonna go assassin for now. probably gonna hold on Ranger / Assassin for now because we got that death touch. All right, and Draft Fab loves to break for me. Loves to break for me. So I'm probably going to get shorted on a bunch of cards, as I always do. 1, 2, 3 Assassin cards still open. Generic Humble, Assassin Ninja, bad generics. Ranger looks pretty okay. I'm surprised we have this many Assassin cards. I honestly get the feeling Assassin is open. Yeah, Zach, the shiny cards are a really good addition. Lets you value draft online. I think we're going to... I mean, just the way these packs are looking, how open Assassin is, I'm kind of already dedicated, but... like, this is such a good opening. The only thing I'm missing is Dominate. I really didn't want to commit this fast. Oh my god, there's a Dominate card left in this pack. This is... our decision is made for us. Ooh, we're an assassin. There can't be any assassins to our right here at all. Can't be. Okay, maybe there is. Bad generics left. Ninja Be Like Water. That's a pretty good card. Yellows are really high value, so it looks like Ranger's maybe not drafted at all, especially after last week where our Ranger friends really did struggle. Here's between Stealth Card or Ravenous Rabble, but I'm going to go Stealth. But it is starting to look like somebody did go Assassin. So there must have been a really good card in that pack if they gave me a Dominate Stealth card. There must have been a really good one. Destructive is okay. Ranger looks open. Ranger's really open. One Ranger player at this pod is going to be having a field day here. Destructive is good. It comes 1 over, but if they block 2, I mean, it just is another card to fatigue with, I guess. Spring Loaded is all right. Comes in for 4, kind of the same idea. Toxicity could be good if I find attack reactions to trick them in. Otherwise, they don't work with Azuri's ability. And I took it. I need to pay attention to this timer in the top right corner. Stealth card versus swap. We're going to go with the swap card. Another Rabble. Stealth card. I mean, we're starting off okay. One of the best swap targets. A couple stealth cards, mostly in yellow, though, which is decent for daggering. So we're stuck between another destructive yellow or another stealth. Or blue. I do like no defense reactions. Humble? Swap target. I don't know why that made it that long. That's kind of crazy. Stealth. Yeah, we leave it's kind of an intentional thing. We leave this here because drafting online and talking to everybody is kind of really hard to remember your cards and stuff. And these are a little bit more casual. So that's why we let you kind of review it halfway through. I could turn that off, but it is slightly more casual. Like we're preparing for Pro Tour. We're not really like getting down into the super big details here. Destructive Deliberation blue is bad, so we're going to take Batstab. We have a lot of stealth cards, and this bad card that I accidentally picked because of the timer. We could almost play Wow, why is a yellow destructive deliberation wheeling to me? Interesting. Or it could just be better. Thanks, Zach. Thank you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stealth cards. We're one away from being pretty much perfect on the ratio we want. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4 swap targets so far. 3 blues, so we do want a couple more blues. I'm really just going to be looking for really golden swap targets and dominate at this point. 10 seconds till our next pack. I mean, the amount of assassin cards we got, no reds though, so somebody is taking the reds. So isolate. Doesn't matter that it's blue, it's the strongest one in the game.
Is anyone else not getting the second pack?
I just
I
got
currently
it.
have mine.
Oh,
I
okay. I
just got it.
don't have mine.
I have a
Okay.
timer and it says review your pack, so I assumed we were waiting for that to tick down.
Isolate is so strong.
mine-
even though
my
I
time
want
was at
that
0.
Short and sharp.
Mine's at 5, 4, 5 again,
Okay.
3.
All right.
Last week I got.
I made my
There we
first
go.
pick of pack 2.
Yeah, I'm making my first.
Yeah.
pick.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I don't have a pack in front of me.
Okay. Is it still not
Should I
there?
Yeah, it's still not there. Should I
Refresh.
refresh?
You're gonna get shorted, but yeah, you can spam refresh if you want to try and fix it, but then it gets really wonky.
That's the only option, right? I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything else I can do.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. We went for 1 combat trick
Okay.
there.
I
even
got
though
a
it's
pick
yellow.
14 out of 15. That's what it's showing me, but all right.
Okay. Yeah, last time I only had 38 cards by the time we ended, so it can get kind of bad.
Okay.
Razor's Edge is really good. Infiltrate is a majestic, but Frailty Trap is also really good. Go Again is such a good trap. I meant to take no.
Yeah, so it turns out I think I missed my pick 1. I just didn't have a pack 2 pick 1,
I just meant
unfortunately.
I meant to pick the other
Yeah.
card there.
I only have 13 cards to pick from, yeah.
I don't know why I did that.
Unlucky.
Yeah, really didn't mean to pick that one. I really wanted that attack reaction. That was just a misclick, I guess. See what happens. See what happens if we lose because we can't do 3 damage, right? That's gonna be upsetting. But yeah, we're really looking for combat tricks at this point and swap targets, which is why that last pack was such a mistake. We wanted more combat tricks. I mean, we did get 1 yellow. Where is it? Short and Sharp, which I do love that card. It's 2 free damage. But we would have really liked to get that +3 because then I could run Toxicity without, or at least with having some combat tricks in the deck. But right now, Toxicity is like a dead card. Sneak Attack is good. Hurl is good. Dominate is the best keyword in the game. We don't have very many swap targets, but we're still going to go Dominate. Need some more blues. Need swap targets. But I think the rest of our group is just kind of getting caught up. They did load in a little late, so we probably have a pile sitting on the other side of the table. But so far, okay. You know, so far it's pretty good, but you can see that there aren't very many. Ooh, it's a lot of Ranger cards and Ninja cards left. Infectious Host is okay, but we'll take a helmet. Cut down the size. Swap target. Ooh, Inertia Trap. No, Inertia Trap sucks in this mode. Taking it. So getting our swap target up a little bit. We want a couple more, maybe like a blue or 2, and then we want to get combat tricks in the next pack for sure. Seeker's Chess Piece or Brush Off. Feisty Locals is pretty good. just as a fatigue choice. It's either Seekers or Feisty. We'll go with Fatigue. Well, good thing we went with Fatigue. Get our free chest piece. We have helmet and chest now. Just need gloves and boots. Wow, a lot of Seekers here. A lot of ninja cards. I wanted to force ninja today, but it felt like a bad idea. So this at least has blue stealth, covered two of our bases. So yeah, it's looking pretty good right now. I mean, oh, the packs are broken. Somebody gave me an extra one. Blue come to fight is good against the mirror. Just throw a non-attack after they dagger you, which is pretty good. We have 6 seconds or feisty locals. I'm gonna go with the blue. Just cover our bases a little, round us out. Blue or stealth. Swap. Sneak attack at wield. There's no Azuris. What is going on? I have to be the only Azuri if that card wield. So, oh, these are both kind of bad. Okay, made the decision for us. All right. So looking at our deck, we have 6 blues, which is 2 away from like perfect. And they're all actually decent because they block 3, right? So these are all pretty hot. We have to be the only Azuri at the table because they're letting things like yellow, sneak attack, wheel, right? We have some average swap targets, like really no like powerful reds. Unfortunately, I misclicked on toxicity, so we just have to live with that card. We have 1 trap and like 1 decent like heavy red. So like we want 2 more blues and then some combat tricks and some swap targets here. But I think we're the only Azuri at the table, right? There's no way this card wield. Like, there's no way. Actually, where is it? Did we just lose? Oh no, there it is. There's no way sneak attack wheels at a table with another isolate. Hurl's really good as a combat trick. Isolate's really good. Short and sharp is another good combat trick. This pack slaps. What up, Archer? How you doing? Man, this pack is nuts. Keyword, man. Even we don't have enough reds to make Rabble work, but dominate keyword means that the couple swap targets we have will go through. We have what, three isolates now? It's pretty good. Pretty good. 1, yeah, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 isolates. Okay, we're really looking for combat tricks and swap targets now. I mean, this pack is kind of missing those. Razor's Edge is okay.
Is anyone else still in pack review?
No.
No, I've already
definitely
drafted,
not.
I think, 3 or 4
Joe.
cards into pack 3. So
Are you serious? I'm still on
I'm on
pack
pack.
review.
yeah,
I just clicked pack 2, so
Jesus Christ.
yeah. It can get really rough. Draft fab, like if you disconnect even for a second, everything goes terribly. Stealth cut down the size or amnesia. Honestly, the only difference with the amount of dominates we have is like nobody's gonna let cut down the size do anything to them, and amnesia is decent, I guess, into Katsu, so we'll just pick it. Just honestly, it was a block 3 there. That the only real difference. Like maybe one of the Rangers would hold on to their whole hand, but the likelihood of that is pretty much 0 in this format. Taking 6 is like way too much. So we hit another swap target. We got one combat trick. This is one of my favorite cards. So we could get a red stealth, another combat trick, even if it's yellow, or a 0 for 5 closing card. I'm kind of between both of these. I'm going to go with Feisty Locals. I think we have enough stealth targets. This card, I just love that card.
Has it moved you into picking yet?
Yeah, Blood Rot Trap.
Yeah, it looks like I missed 2 picks. I joined on pack 3
Oh,
or pick
geez.
3.
Yeah, I definitely missed a pick from pack 2 as well.
Yeah. If we didn't live on the opposite sides of the continent, we could do this in person. I really highly rate defense reactions in this set, but I've been talking about how many combat tricks I don't have. Honestly, Blood Rat is really only good into like Arakni, but I'm gonna take it. Blue combat trick, or another yellow. There's so many of these. We're in so much danger. That's like 6 of those cards that are floating around this table. We now know that we can't. Daggers are gonna do damage in this game. Kodachis and daggers are gonna hurt. Humble, brush off, or stealth card. Humble. Hurl, rabble. Ooh, destructive. Ooh, this is another good pack. What is up with this? I have nowhere near enough reds to make rabble work, but I have no go again. I have no go again now that I think about it. Hurl, we're going to take Hurl. Game closer. We get nothing in this pack. What don't we want them to have? Yeah, we'll just take recoil. Verlian's the best of the worst there. Oh my, look at how many shorten shops I just got. I guess letting them wheel was a good idea. At least this is playable. Oh no, head job is too strong. Oh. All right. Somehow we have like, for the first time ever me using draftapp.com, I got all 41 cards. So that's cool. And we have pretty nasty Azuri deck again. Let's turn back on everybody. All right, is everybody oh wait, there's some left. Never mind. I guess piece them. Okay, now we're done.
Okay, yep. How many cards do I have? I do have 42.
Wow, that's pretty good. Last time I ended with 38. The timer seems to fix the don't get any card problem.
Mhm.
Yeah, it just
But
hands
then
you a card.
But then it ruins the, I disconnected for a second. So
Yeah. I got 41 cards,
okay,
so I'm missing a card.
it's not that bad.
It fell on the floor.
But it's okay. All I know is there was oh, someone said something.
No.
Yeah, I have 43. I'll take your hand-me-downs.
Yeah, no. All I wanted to say was on like pack 2, pick 1. I saw Bonds of Ancestry in the pack, but then the game didn't let me pick it.
Oh,
I know.
There you go.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
like, no. Yeah,
that's brutal.
How many
That was
ninjas were
pretty-
at the table?
funny.
How many what?
How many ninjas were at the table? I'm curious. I was on
Has to
I
be
was on Ninja.
one.
Is it 4 again?
No, there was so many
I'm
ninja
edgy.
cards.
I am on
Two?
Ninja.
3 ninjas again?
Oof.
You guys are crazy.
Damn, I thought I read the signal correctly.
How many Azuris at the table? Because I'm probably the only one. Yep. That's what I
I'm
thought.
Arakni.
I'm Arakni.
Okay.
Yeah, after a couple dominate cards got passed to me, I was like, oh, I know what I'm picking now.
Any
wait.
ranges at the table?
Yeah.
I almost
I'm-
went Riptide again.
I'm-
I got some
I'm
good
a
early
Zero.
picks, but not.
Is there?
There weren't many red arrows in like all the packs we opened because I could tell no one else was ranger, but it just weren't red arrows. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it seemed like Ranger was really open.
Yeah, were there 2 rangers?
I don't think there was. There is.
I think
is
it
there
was
one?
me.
Just you? Oh,
That's
you're
the
gonna
thing,
have a
yeah.
very large ranger deck.
Yeah, but there weren't many red arrows, which is weird.
Mm.
Yeah, that's very, very strange.
It's weird that ninja ends up being contested so often.
When it works, Ninja's terrifying.
I'm curious if it's just like people not wanting to fight over like, because I feel like the perception right now is that ranger and assassin seem to be better in the draft format. I guess
don't
in terms
know.
of like playability. So I wonder if it's like, I wonder if there's like a bias towards like ninja to like stay out of the class you assume people are going to compete over.
I've seen a lot of Ninja Spike events and tables at
Really?
this point. Yeah, in our testing,
Okay.
like Benji's just walk away with it for no reason sometimes.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, last pod Azuri?
I got
go?
it barely,
That
but
was-
Benji was top table, and the only reason I got it is because I kind of blew him out of the water in the first 2
Right.
turns.
Yeah, I was just Riptide pile and terrified of the
Yeah.
Benjis, and there were somehow 2 of them.
Yeah.
I didn't. My strategy was just kind of like I just picked the best cards. I started with a head jab pretty early to kind of. It was basically the best card in the pack, and I wanted to be open to the idea of ninja. And then just like a lot of yellow and blue arrows, and like nothing jumped out at me as like I need to grab that for assassin. And then I just kind of kept picking Benji cards and ended up there.
Nice. Yeah, I kept on getting past red bonds early, so
Ooh.
I read that as super open, but it's interesting that there ended up being 3.
You were just far enough away from each other.
I am
I
drafting
think
like a
one of the
different
bonds
card pool.
might have been mine, where
Oh, did you disconnect?
We lost you.
Lost him.
yeah, one of the bonds was definitely mine, where it just like didn't work.
Hmm.
Oh,
Remember to add your quiver if you're ranger and your weapons, but I'm ready to play whenever.
Cool.
Same.
Yeah, ready.
All right.
Marco, I'll meet you in room 1.
All right, sounds
Ready.
good.
I'm against Ryan, I think.
I think I paired against Nathan. It says on demand.
Oh,
Let me
At
check
least that's
mine.
what
Hold up, I'm pulling it up.
it's showing.
Let me check mine. I have to go against Ryan first. That's terrible.
I'm against Subasa, table 3.
Yeah, I got Ryan.
yep.
All right, you want to jump to
Table
table
3
2?
it is.
Dude,
Cool.
let's do it.
so well, I'm against.
All right, Ryan.
I'm playing Riptide.
You playing Riptide? Well, you're Ranger 2?
Yeah.
All right.
There wasn't much else aside from Rangers.
I'm gonna create an event. Let me DM it to you real quick. DM'd. All right, let's move to.
Ooh, Missouri. I will go
Riptide, huh?
Riptide.
Five, 4, 6.
I'm just bringing all the cards, sure.
Oh, look. Hey, Ian. I didn't know you were here. And how do you know? Crazy. All right. Let's see. I think I'm ready.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of options, so.
All right. Well, the question is if I play these or not. I don't like the 33. Yeah, we do. Okay, ready.
Let's go. Okay. Oh, great. That's,
I'm gonna switch to old mode immediately.
yeah, me too. Well, that sucks.
Okay, so I mean, we're just looking to cheat free damage probably on turn 1 and pocket this if we can, but we're probably gonna have to block. But this is pretty nice combo for free damage. I don't really want to put Death Touch in the graveyard. All of our cards here kind of are bad, so I'm probably gonna block.
Oops. You didn't see that.
I did not see that.
No, never saw it.
We're probably gonna. Oh, he let us go. So yeah. Wow. I think we're gonna dagger first. And then we're gonna see what he does. And then swap these two possibly. Because we can dagger. Get a lot of value for free. And if he doesn't block, then he's gonna get punished pretty badly. I don't really have the ability to look at Discord and chat at the same time. Let me make a change. There we go. That's better. But yeah, okay. So he's just going to take it. So I guess that means we're pitching that to the bottom. That's a nice pitch stack here going on. These are both deadly. He's taking it. Wow, why is he keeping so many cards? I'm now afraid. Oh, he had to come to fight. That would be why. See if we get a blood rat trap here. He has to have a D-react, right? There's no way he doesn't have a D-react. Prevention. Interesting. Prevention. Well. Huh. Okay, well, he stops it, but he just lost 2 prevention, which means hurl kills now. At 1, so the hurl will be deadly at 1. Daggers are going to be pretty deadly. We didn't get an arsenal, but I think double is good. Oh, red sneak attack. No stealth. We can D-react this. Let's see if he has go again. He's quivering. Interesting. We're just ripping his equipment. Virulent. Those. No, lace doesn't buff it, right? Is it just to get it out of your hand or what?
Nah, I just wasn't thinking. I didn't read the card.
You want to undo it?
Nah, it's whatever.
Okay. I'm gonna eat it. All right. So save this for the end game. Put this in arsenal. Swap. Easy decision-making tree here. Almost no thought at all. Rip a free card. He has 29 left to our 30. Rangers are deceptively good at actually fatiguing if they can go tall enough, but I mean, we have a lot of dominates. Are you thinking? Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very clear that we're going to swap this. Not really. I mean, we could be kind of annoying and just.
Just gonna attempt to take this.
Okay.
Please don't be cut to the chase. Ugh.
7 damage. He's getting. Oh, Ryan crushed me in
We'll
one
read
of
the
our
cards this
in-person
time.
draft pods, but we have no stealth card here. Lace. We do have this. Does he have a go again attack? That'd be cool. Lace. So we're just gonna probably play cut down the sizes. It's our biggest value. So maybe like 3. Oh, he played a go again card. That's too bad. Do any of these block 3? 3, 4. Give him a frailty token. Okay. So now we're just going to hurl into destructive. He's at 9. It's 16 to 9. Spire for 5. That was a pretty good play, though. Or for 4 because of the frailty. We lose value blocking here. So he caught up pretty good. 0. It was a free closing card, but that's okay. 3 go again. We have enough yellow dagger attack reactions that we don't need hurl. And if he doesn't block, he just gets punished by cut down the size, right? Okay, he blocked. No big deal. Is that a red? Oh, blue. You. Okay. Makes sense. He's got no equipment left. 6. 9-point swing. 12 if you count our defending card. Or actually even more because of the D-React, right? But so pretty big tempo swing, but we don't have an arsenal target, so. But chip damage is chip damage. And we have daggers and he doesn't have a weapon, right? Pass. Inertia trap, gross. Gonna take 1 damage here.
Sure.
Pass. Okay. And then see if he can attack us on his turn. With this might be like feisty locals. Okay. Well. Free. D-reacts are coming in pretty big here. Three. See what he does. 6. Fatigue. No swap there. No need to. Put in our arsenal. And now we have isolate finally. Feisty locals again. Okay. Just block it again. Nice. Dagger. Make this a little harder. We'll probably dagger, humble, isolate combo, put this in arsenal, get it off next turn. Tar pit. Oh. On hit effects don't trigger. Okay. Sure. $18 to 22 cards. Does he give us 2? Yep. See if he's in a D-react. He's got a lot of D-reacts. Kind of scary, actually. 7, got some chip in. Put in arsenal. I meant to take this card out. We'll take that out next one. Bleed out's bad. Early went for 4. Gross. He's catching up. It's actually not bad. This is a weird Riptide deck. He's like not throwing arrows. One. Oh, I should have waited. I'm an idiot. Should have waited. How many freaking traps did this guy get? I guess there was only 2 rangers, right? We didn't see a lot of those traps go around the table. We might have to go more defensive soon. 6 damage and health. If we get a little lower, then he's just going to trap us to death. Right? We do have Seekers, I guess. One block, rough. Okay, it wasn't a D-react. He's at 2. So he's in lethal-ish range now, right? Isolate should do it. Should do it. 7 on hit frailty. Does he have a D-react? That is the $1 million question. Getting too low for my liking. I really don't like where my health is right now. It's too low for a Riptide with this many traps, like way too low. Does he have it? Oh, barely squeaked it through. Man, you had so many traps?
I think I only have 3, right?
I don't know. It felt like you had
Oh,
a
yeah.
million. 1,
I got the
2,
tarp. Yeah, 3.
3.
I
Okay.
think that was it.
Yeah, that was an interesting Riptide deck. Like, it was actually harder to deal with than just the arrows because you were sending like virulence that I didn't want to block. You trapped me at pretty inopportune times. Feisty locals, which is kind of hard to deal with.
Yeah, I think if I just played better in the first couple turns, I might have gone a little better for me.
Might have. Okay.
I
Yeah,
just
I
read
mean,
the cards first.
I'm surprised you got me that low, but you did have almost no competition for Ranger, right?
Yeah, like Pankaj was saying, there was like no red arrows. I think I have like, how many red arrows do I have? 2, 3. 3 red arrows.
Yeah, yucky.
Like he barely had any either, apparently.
All right, let's go up to the lobby.
Go.
I could, I suppose, block with that just to see what I need.
Are you guys
Hello.
in the game?
We just wrapped up. Arakni took it down.
Arakni. Nice, man.
Could block with this and then send that. Feels terrible. So I think I'm supposed to
I think
do
they're in the
this
game.
And
I'm gonna
yeah,
take this
decide
card off
after
because it's
that.
bad.
Are you in a game right now, Nathan?
that's
Or
it.
no?
No, I'm not. I think they
okay.
are though. The way Pankaj is talking. I'm assuming.
Yeah, he just always talks like that.
Mm.
Very analytic. You know?
Yeah, Justin and I are in a game, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I guess you're getting this.
Neat.
Neat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can.
I don't understand how my look effects can like whiff so many times. You have the thing, so it's weird. So I would like to arsenal this, but if I just send 4, it's easy for you to block.
Just gonna mute the Discord. All right. So you shouldn't be able to hear them anymore, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so reflecting on that last game, right? We took a lot of damage, more than I wanted from like these virulence. So I think we kind of maybe underestimated how much damage that card can put out. Traps also took 3 life off of us, which is kind of crazy. He managed to trigger them all. And maybe we have too many short and sharps right now, right? It did feel kind of clunky with all those 2 blocks, all those yellows. He was blocking daggers with a card most of the time. So maybe we have too many short and sharps in deck. And we are missing a couple. We are missing a couple reds. Oh, this toxicity shouldn't be in here either, to be honest. We don't have enough attack reactions. But what are we at? 28? Oh, yeah. I mean, the D-reacts will fill that. Hurl's probably always going to go in. Toxicity is maybe okay with this many hurls, actually. Like, it's maybe okay, but they're just going to double block. As soon as I put this card on the table, they're going to be like, here's my hand. I'm not taking 5, right? So, I think a couple lessons learned. We don't have enough big red attacks. And not having a red death touch this time around kind of sucks. All right, I'm going to put them back in.
Yeah. Catastrophic. That was like unbelievably bad. Sacked armor and floated a whole card and an extra resource for absolutely no reason.
Right.
Yo, Pankaj, is there something in the background that's like creating that static, or is that maybe just your microphone?
That was like a washing
Static.
machine.
Sounds
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the I think the oven? No, the air fryer.
Ah, okay, yeah.
What
You're
you
starting to
cooking
worry me,
over
man. You're
there,
about to have to cast this battle hardened. Can't have audio like that.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's good. It won't happen during
Okay.
the battle hardened day.
Pankaj, you're such a good caster. Your voice, it's so nice. Oh, I said that in not chat. I was muted and talking to you guys that whole time. Embarrassing.
Wow.
I was muted while talking to you guys.
Oh,
I was just like, oh, I guess nobody wants to talk to me anymore.
I mean, that's still true.
Love you too, Justin.
Oh, to be fair, Nathan, I was watching your stream, so
Oh,
you were talking to me.
stream sniping me, huh? Just kidding.
Oh,
Zuri
that's
is
fair.
good.
I don't even have the tab open. I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah, you can look at my list.
No.
Go ahead.
Not fair.
I'm afraid of your Arakni. All of the red stealth cards were just inconspicuously missing, so I now know who got them.
Yeah, I don't really think it was so much me.
Just
I
bad
kind of
packs.
have like a Pankaj style deck. I have a lot of generics,
Okay.
but I think the Arakni core is still solid. Just 3 blocks go again.
Yeah.
Do you have 6 counter fights?
Do you?
I probably could have if I wanted to, but no, not 6.
That's a lot of come to fights. There were a lot. There was a lot of duplicative cards in this draft.
Yeah, I
game.
noticed that too.
A lot of duplicative.
Yeah. I think that might be a draft fab problem because I have a whole bunch of yellow infecting shots, but I didn't see like a single red. I was like, I don't think there should be these many yellow infecting shots. Like, that just feels off.
There was like 3 cards that just had 8 or 10 copies going around.
Yeah.
Waiting on the final table. What is that? Ninja versus. What did Andrew draft?
Was he the Riptide?
I think. Well, Ryan's on Riptide for sure.
Okay. So
there
then
was
he's
2
the other
rangers.
Arakni. All right.
Was there 3 assassins this time?
Yeah, it's 2 Arakni, 1 Azuri.
Oh, I can't believe an Arakni versus Ninja game is going this long. Looks like they're pile fatiguing each other.
Maybe they both hurled their daggers at each other.
Yeah,
on-
they're just
yeah,
looking at
just-
each other with 3s.
Yeah, they've got no weapons left.
That's rough. Are you gonna be at Pro Tour?
Yeah, I'm playing in Pro Tour.
Levia?
Well, so I've been testing Levia, I've been testing Dromai, and I've been testing a secret 3rd deck. And let me tell you, my Dromai win rate is hella inflated because just everyone plays Ranger on Talishar, so I don't
Yeah.
really count that. But my secret pet deck that is not Levia is doing so insanely well. I'm a little scared that it's not a real deck, and it might just be Talishar inflation. But I've been grinding with some a friend of mine calling like in one of our test groups, and it's been doing well as well. So
I just cracked Azalea today on Reinar. I'm
like cracked the matchup overall.
I'm
Very
6
nice.
games in a row without losing now against 2 different people. So I don't know.
Wait, that's nuts.
Yeah, dude. I can't believe it's happening. Lexi is still a coin flip. Lexi is do I see blood rushes faster or not? Like that's kind of how that magic seems to be going. I'm trying to solve it, but there's also 2 versions, right? So it's like
I think they're mostly on fuseless these days.
yeah,
Mostly.
but yeah.
Flightless, I'll play you sometime with my Azalea pile.
Let's go, baby.
Bro, there's like one person out there on Talishar who plays Sandscour Greatbow like 70 card Azalea. That's just 70 arrows.
Ugh.
I've run into that guy so freaking much. Meanwhile, everyone else is on real Azalea.
He just
But that is just a grind. Jesus.
Pairing round 2.
pairing round 2. All right.
Yeah, if you guys are ready.
Yeah. All right, Pankaj, it's us.
And
That's us. All right, cool.
table 1. Let's go. Game
I'll
one.
send a link.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll be at table.
All right. You gonna pile Azalea me? You said.
Yeah, right now, just CC instead.
Right now, I'm down. Making a lobby real quick.
Sounds good. But no, I'm an Arakni.
Ugh, the mirror, or not the mirror, the assassin mirror. Okay, knowing that you're Arakni. I don't want to get fatigued. Okay.
I'm scared.
Me too, actually. Okay. So I'm going first because there's a small chance I can do exactly this. Right? Small chance I could just isolate here. So we're going to do exactly that. And going first gets us a couple of cards out of his deck. He went with the
Thanks for hosting this, by the way. Lots of fun.
strict. Yeah, no worries. I'm trying to do it every week. So after we're all done, I'll ask who's in for next week, and then we can do it again.
Nice. Is it always same time on Thursday?
For now, yeah. I mean, I'm probably just gonna do it every Thursday until Pro Tour, just so I can
Right.
get the reps in against different people. Seekers, gross.
Yeah, get it out of here.
All right, so we got one Seekers. He's got full equipment here. This is actually an interesting boots. It does do some stuff. So we'll do it again. No arsenal for us.
No, I don't have a second Seekers.
Only reason I didn't run Death Touch there is because he can just pay for it with the blue. Ponder token, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not the best second hand. So we're really just gonna look for this combo, I guess. Hard decision here, actually. Dagger is kind of scary. Oh my god. Well, at least we can cancel out his dagger.
Spider's Bite number 2.
Okay, so now he has no effect on dagger. Infiltrate. Block 3. Yay. 2 free damage.
Hey.
Brutal. Get your ponder though. Not bad.
True.
Uh, 26 to 26, but he's ahead on cards by like a lot. We're gonna have
Scary.
hope that our second blood rot does a lot of damage because he's out fatigue. Yes, he piled. Unfortunately. So one dominate card got down, but now he has a massive hand, right? Massive hand. These two, I guess. Let it hit. We have a lead, I guess. Prowl. Ooh, that's a good card. Take it. I don't think I actually should have used my equipment there, but that's okay. Should have used it on hit. That was a mistake. Here we're looking at dagger, maybe pocket feisty locals, or we're gonna dagger, infect humble. Try and turn off his hero ability. Okay. How bad is this gonna get? What the? Prowl for 4? Tie game.
I'm scared again.
Dude, this matchup sucks. It's so scary.
Why do these have piercing, man?
I know. It's so rough to deal with. We're really hoping this humble goes through so he can't use his go again. But it looks like he's gearing up for an attack defense reaction. So we'll see if he has the defense reaction. Brush off. Nice.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna work though if it was 6 power.
No.
Spooky.
Ooh, we got clogged up with non-stealth card. Oh, just 6. Can we even block 6? Not really. Is the play
This was
here?
so good against my last opponent, who had mostly 2 blocks in hands, being a ninja.
Just like that?
Oh, it happened again. I was gonna say it's so give or take with assassin because so many cards are 3 blocks.
Oh, I just realized I couldn't play that card. I'm an idiot.
Oh no. We can go all the way back if you want.
No, that's okay. I live in my grave. That's what I get for talking to people. Stealth. These two block unless we have to block. Oh. You're gonna give it go again? That's brutal.
Maybe.
5? Gonna make him choose here, I guess. To give it. Yep, there it is. So it has go again. Coming in for 5. We're just gonna probably Verl you in here. Yeah, it's kind of rough. We're losing this battle slowly but surely. We need to find a good turn. I didn't get enough go again. It's 2 damage. He's probably gonna block it and then pay for the blood rot. He can't use 5 cards. He has a pretty decent deck. Oh my goodness. That is so many defensive cards in your deck. You're crazy. Ponder. Isolate. Draw a card. That's not bad. Yeah, we're definitely losing. Look at the difference in deck size and damage, right?
Please don't be 6. Oh, it's
We're
6.
oh, well, we got lucky, I guess. Oh, perfect combo. That card's so annoying. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable how annoying that card is. Yeah, I knew it. That's the card I bet you that's the one that I meant to click on, and I just clicked and it gave me a different card. I wanted that so
Right.
bad. Razor's Edge is so good. Just came in for 5 for 0. Infectious Host.
0 for 4s are good.
I might die. I'm gonna die here. Oof, going down to 2. That's 1 attack reaction away from death.
Hey, that's huge.
Ugh, not really. Look at my health.
Look at my health.
Come. Oh no. Uh-oh. Huh. Am I dead?
Trying.
Wait. Why is it letting me play a defense reaction?
Defense reaction.
I shouldn't be able to play a defense reaction, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I think I lose. If it was any other card there, you might have died here. Literally any other card, you would have died. That's crazy. Oh no. Good game. Oh wait,
you
is it gonna do
still live?
1? I live.
I think you took 1. Yeah.
Oh no, and it's an inertia. Oh my god. What a perfect storm of damage there. I cannot believe it. I know I'm trapped.
Yeah. Sequencing.
Hmm. I'm assassin locked. Oh no.
The 4.
Good game. Good game. Dude, that turn you played the no defense reactions card, I had blood rot. Trap.
Oh no.
You would have gotten a blood rot and died. Oh my god. And then you inertiated it so I couldn't even wait. Brutal. Wow. Incredible. So rough. Good game.
Good game, man.
Let's go like to lobby.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
Well, tiny bit of unfortunate events, but I mean, he did kind of outplay me for the majority of that game, but we almost brought it back with this.
I'll be right back.
If it wasn't for the fact he played the card with that you can't have defense reactions, we would have closed that game. But it was just a Talishar bug that would have let me play it. So once you get that low and they have tempo, it's just dagger, dagger, attack, attack, dagger, dagger, attack, attack, and you're kind of stuck forever. I was hoping I could trigger this trap. If it was any other card, brutal. But yeah, I think we could have done it if we played a little differently, for sure. I think I could have gone for more daggers. I could have piled. I probably should have piled into this into the mirror like this, because he did end up having like significant deck size, so fatigue wasn't even an option for me. Basically at hero flip. So there's also a lot of 2 blocks in this deck, which I think is a major shortcoming that I now realize, right? I had not really ran into this problem before, so I don't think I was really paying attention to it. But look at all these 2 blocks, right? So 2 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 2 blocks. So that's probably that's definitely a construction problem on my side. I think I was too tunneled on getting these kind of swap targets that I didn't pay attention to blocking density. And then, like I said, honestly, if it unfolded with any other stealth card aside from the no D-react one, we would have won that game. So we know our deck can do it. I just had to play a little differently. You know, maybe an earlier use of Seekers, maybe kind of like saving Mask for a later turn. I did pop Mask on basically an irrelevant turn. So that one time I didn't have a stealth card, if I had popped this, there's a chance I could have saved that turn. So some very small mistakes, which led us to losing that game by 1 life. And then obviously not overblocking on his infect, right? He attack reacted it, basically made the attack react come worth 5. So 0 for 5 attack reaction. Infect plus attack reactions is pretty nuts in this format. So I should have kind of also probably reacted to that turn, right? Just overblocked. But I don't think I wanted to. I wanted to swap. So yeah, a little bit of unfortunate luck not being able to trigger this on the kill turn. A little bit of bad deck design here with the amount of 2 blocks I have. And some micro probable misplays there if I were to rewatch it. Not getting use out of Mask maybe messed me up. Maybe an inefficient line somewhere in that game that lost me 1 or 2 damage, which would have totally changed the outcome of that match. But okay, you know, we're 1-1 right now. Let me update the stream. Very tight, close game. So, you know, could have been a little better, but losing by 1 isn't that bad. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and grab a drink and wait for everybody to come back. See you in like 1 minute. Okay, we're back. All right. So yeah, it was a really good game. That was a lot of fun. Very, very, very close. But man, just a tiny bit of better playing on my behalf there. Like one life typically means that I could have made some micro decision during that game to kind of pull it back. It also could be that my cards just like barely didn't line up, but that's typically I like to think that you can win no matter what, right? So yeah, I think the main problem with my construction this time is too many 2-blocks. It showed itself multiple times during that game where I just wasn't able to block. So definitely a problem. You know, this card shouldn't be in my deck. I wanted a different card by accident, clicked on this one, would have made it another 3-block. So there's some micro decisions here, definitely to be improved upon. Yeah, it's got to be something super small. And the fact that it was just a no defense reaction turn is lame. But I think we're the first ones to go, of course. Assassin mirror or whatever you want to call it goes by pretty quick. Okay, you back?
I am.
Cool. That was a tight game, man. This is rough.
Really close.
Really close.
I picked up a lot of Peace of Mind and 3-blocks and Come to Fights. People were kind of picking them sort of low, and I figured I could have a pretty defensive deck for the long games.
Yeah, it showed, right? I think I went the opposite direction. There was a lot of the time I was grabbing 2-blocks because I just did like a little bit of a reflection. It was I kept grabbing swap targets because I had the dominates, you know, I had the isolates, and I was like, okay, I can just chip through damage. But I have way too many 2-blocks in this deck now that I've kind of looked at it. I think it showed, but I have like 12, 13 2-blocks. So
Every time I do one of these drafts, I have like a realization or a lesson like that. But now that I've had like 8 epiphanies, I'm like, how am I supposed to do all of these when I'm actually at Baltimore doing it? Like,
Yeah,
which
this set
way do
is-
I want to go? It's so deep.
this set is nuts on like we've done, this is our third one of these events, and after each one of them, you know, we kind of have a reflection at the end. The amount of insights everybody has like said is kind of crazy, like little tiny things that I just didn't even think about as interactions with their hero or cards or whatever. It's like, how am I ever gonna get ready? Like,
Right? Yeah.
and then every time it's like, oh, I think this is the best hero next session. Like, you know, a Benji just absolutely crushes the pod, or an Azalea goes crazy, and it's like, okay, who's the best hero? I don't know.
Yeah, I almost feel like there isn't one.
I think so too. I think it's just,
I feel like potentially maybe like Riptide is kind of lower down on the scale, and maybe Katsu can be kind of lower down on the scale. But every
Yeah.
hero just feels like you can win with any hero.
yeah. When Katsu's cards line up, it's disgusting, but that's such a hard feat, like to memorize all of your cards, memorize all of the combos that you've drawn so far, prioritize the cards you need to find them. Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. Like you can pack one, pick one, Surging Strike, and then take Gust Wave, but then you kind of stop seeing them for the rest of the draft, even though like Ninja's open, and you just kind of end up with this like, you know,
Yeah.
random Ninja deck that maybe would have looked a lot better as Benji.
How have you drafted in person a bunch of times yet?
Maybe 6 times or 5 times, yeah.
Have you noticed like crazy differentiations between like each box?
No, I haven't.
Okay, it's happening. What kind of packs were you using?
The Belgium ones.
Oh, us too. I've noticed some like really weird inconsistencies. Like,
I'm noticing them more online, like in the.
oh, for sure online. Yeah, I don't think this.
Yeah.
I don't think this is factual.
Yeah.
But in person,
No.
like, we would just have no head jabs at a table, just none. Like 2 blue ones. You know what I mean? And then
Well, actually, in saying that, somebody opened a case and was trying to get like 3 of every card,
Mhm.
and like them and their brother ended up getting just like 2 copies of some blue card, like common, when they wanted 3 each for their collection.
Yeah.
That should never happen.
I opened like 2 cases and I organized each one like by card. And when I was done, I noticed like some stacks of cards, like some of the commons, some of the rares, especially the rares though, because of the weird 1 through 3. But like there were stacks of commons and rares that were just half as big as the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even by color, it was just by the card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wonder what Pro Tour is going to be, because if it's also Japanese, then that means that I've got 0 in real life practice for draft.
Same.
Because I
Same.
can't find a Japanese pack anywhere.
Yep.
Hmm.
This is true. And I could see it being either. Like, I could see it being the Belgium packs because they're in North America, or I could see them getting Japanese packs in New Zealand or whatever for them to do the repacking and
Yeah.
or bringing it with them.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people complain about the Belgium packs. So it's like, I feel like Pro Tour is going to be the Japanese ones because they're more consistent. But
Right.
it's kind of rough for us people who don't have them to practice with.
Agreed.
Hmm. But you're up in Canada, right?
Yeah, I'm in Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh, okay. Is it the same shop as like Clay and Yuki in them, that area? I actually don't know.
No, they're like 11-hour drive to my west.
Oh my god, never mind.
Yeah, they're in British Columbia, in Vancouver and stuff.
Oh, I guess that makes sense because they drive down
Yeah.
to Portland and Seattle, so that they would not
Yeah,
be on your side of the
I'd ha-
continent.
No, Portland is probably like a 20-hour drive for me, or maybe like a 14-hour drive, but I feel like for them it should be like 4 or 5
You're
hours.
basically on the other side of the world.
There you go.
North America is so big.
True.
Is the scene cool up there?
The Flesh and Blood scene?
Yeah, is it big?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Edmonton is a city of like 1.2 million with some surrounding communities and stuff. And there's an armory event 4 or 5 days a week. And then there's often like 8 to 16 people. So you get the occasional one that doesn't really fire, and you get other ones with like, 16 to 20 people.
It's crazy because in my head, Edmonton wasn't that far away from like a east to west perspective from where I am. But looking at
Right.
the map, you're right. Like it's forever away.
Yeah.
Because like, in my head, I was like, oh, it's not that far. Like you're not on the East Coast. How is it that far away? Yeah, you're up north. Like I didn't realize how far north you are.
Yeah, it's pretty north.
Damn.
And then Calgary has a much bigger community, but it does seem to be a little bit more casual. A lot of people just kind of, learning with Blitz and Draft, or
Yeah.
not really ready to travel or start buying every deck.
Yeah, makes sense.
But they'll have events of like 30 or 40 people sometimes.
That's pretty good. The Pacific Northwest is pretty spoiled. We have a lot of events that fire.
Yeah. Well, we do pretty well at like, you could definitely play an armory 4 days in a row or 5 days in a row.
Oh, that's
And
pretty good.
there's always going to be like at least 6 or 8 people there.
Yeah. How'd you guys go? Game go?
Pretty much like a learning game. Learned a lot of what not to do. Learned how bad short and sharp is.
What color?
I mean I have the yellows. It kind of made the most sense.
There was so many yellows going around.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like for Arakni, right? Like they're gonna pay for my Spider's Bite when it comes around to like second cycle. When I've got them in the deck and a blue, then it's an easy potential kill on a Spider's Bite. The issue came up where I had one stuck in Arsenal just like a little bit too early, and it just was unplayable. Like I'm not actively trying to Spider's Bite in the Azalea matchup.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like sucked. So that, yeah, and one of the turns where I thought I could play it out on a yellow Ravenous Rabble, turns out you can't because it has to be base too.
Yeah.
So that
True.
sucked even more so. And yeah, just kind of like keeled over to my own unfamiliarity. But yeah, just a lot of learning moments. I think I definitely should have gone first as well. I won the die roll, but decided that my deck was aggressive enough. I wanted to go second. But I have so many Virulent Touch that I actually should have just gone first. Like on the off chance that I just get that set up in Arsenal, I don't have to sweat it. So that was another punt because sure enough, like I felt an Arsenal behind whenever I did seize a Virulent Touch. So, all to say, I lost. Yes.
This set is so deep, man. We were just talking about that. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Also, there's too many cards, so I think Draft Fab is a little bit off because I have 3 yellow short and sharps, and then
I have 2.
that's 5 already, and I don't know how many other people had, and I saw a bunch of them wheeling. So
Yep.
I noticed
There's a
couple
couple
cards.
red and blue too.
Yeah, red is the premium one. You want a red one. Yellow, I also have never drafted a yellow one before. I thought it was gonna be sweet. I don't like it because
No, they're all garbage, but the red one.
the red one is
It's
hot.
like they're just so underrated.
Yeah. My mistake this set is that I have 50% of my deck doesn't block 3, which I didn't realize until my this last game. But the deck still is absolutely monstrous. It just doesn't block well.
Mhm.
We got down to 1-1. I had a
Yeah.
blood rot trap. He sent the attack reaction. I looked at the card because my blood rot lit up, and I was like, I win because it's his last card. And then I looked at the card, and it was a blue. Which one? The one that says you can't play defense reactions to this chain link.
Oh my god.
And so I
Oh.
died.
Oh my god.
A Wreak Havoc. We don't make a Wreak Havoc.
No, it was
Stealth, the
backstab.
assassin one, or
Oh,
backstab.
backstab.
oh, the assassin.
So I was
Even
gonna
worse.
kill him, and then I look and I was like, uh-oh. And then what makes it worse is he spiked it with inertia. So I had I Seekers to stop my death, went down to 1, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold on to this blood rot trap, he's dead next turn. And then inertia token, it's gone. And then it was dagger, attack, dagger, attack, until he found the attack reaction and killed me.
So, funny story about that Blood Rot one.
Mhm.
A friend of mine at his pre-release was playing Riptide, right? And he had the arm piece, like fisticuffs or whatever it is, attack reaction +1.
Yep.
And to win the finals, he fisticuffed his opponent's attack to then Blood Rot trap, trigger, kill him, whatever. He texted me that. I'm like, dude, you can't freaking do that. Like,
Yeah, that's not a
like
legal
what?
play.
You can't attack react your opponent. Like you're not in that window. And he's like, oh shit, like don't tell anybody.
Don't tell
Walked away
anybody.
from damn Missouri off that. Oh well.
Brutal, dude. Yeah.
Who got it between Pankaj and Ethan?
Oh, Pankaj.
I got it.
Okay, pairings are up.
All right. Let's see who I got.
I got Marco at table 2.
I got Jay.
Pankaj, table 1.
Let's go to table 3, Jay.
Ooh, which table?
3. I'll send you the link right now. I just DM'd it to you. Did you get it? Am I muted? No, I'm not.
Unexpected application error. Okay.
Oh, I
let's
think
do-
I linked it too fast. Hold on. It's the bug where it only gives you the first table 1. Yeah, here you go. Table 2.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my internet, but it
Okay.
looks like it looks like it's my internet that's really bad.
Yeah, you cut out for a second in the beginning, so probably just having a couple issues. Katsu.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yep, I'm Katsu.
Oh, no. I don't think I've got very many Katsu games under my belt. Normally they go Benji, so I'm scared. And you're also a really good ninja player.
It's okay. I didn't get I missed a lot of first picks in all the packs,
Yeah.
and the deck is some of the cards in my pool. If they were the cards that I
What you
saw
meant?
that I couldn't pick, my deck would have been insanity.
Gross, dude.
But from what it is, yeah, it's
That's not working. I think
this deck is.
Oh, you cutting out?
Oh, what's up?
Oh no, I think yeah. It's never mind. We're good. I feel like I have a winning deck. I just made a mistake last game. You know what I mean?
I see. I see.
It was definitely a misplay
Sorry,
in my head.
I am
inside.
second.
Going second. You have mask. Okay.
So I have
Okay.
to take this one.
So we're gonna. I think I want to keep this. I mean, we can actually get free damage in here. I was thinking about keeping this dominate card for next turn, putting it in a pocket, because I don't really want to put either of these in my pocket. I don't know if turning off Katsu's hero ability this early, like he has 4 cards, is he really going to find what he wants? So I think I can dagger, make him block again. Give me a card. He has 28 to 28, right? So we have exactly the same card.
Oh, so many yellows.
Okay. So we did give him the opportunity to shut off our daggers, which is like maybe a bad thing, right? But ripping one more card out of his hand, and it seemed like he didn't want to give it up. So it seemed like he didn't really want to block there, so I kind of felt like maybe we push some more damage through. And he's disconnecting and stuff, so he's probably got some internet issues to work through. But this card does impact his hero.
Chat is ridiculous.
Is it? I know, just disconnect, reconnect, disconnect, reconnect.
No, like this, like, what's this? Yeah, it's like, what is this? When it hits cards, tokens, I lose names. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, I can't stop that.
anti-katsu.card, you know what I mean? Not that you were probably going to trigger it anyways, but...
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Nah, my, why don't I have bonds in my deck? It's the sad moment.
Kadachi. Blue, 0 cost. Go again. Nice. Not bad.
Yeah, it's gonna Kodachi.
Kadachi. Oh, God. I just teleported through all those clicks.
Solid, solid.
Got a damage in.
Yeah.
Expected.
If my game would...
Would let you click.
Is it?
I see a second Kadachi on the screen.
Yes, I am trying to attack with the second Kodachi.
It's here now. Okay.
But I don't know where this is currently at. Because
sometimes just going to
blocks?
fast.com works. Have you tried that yet? Sometimes, because ISPs are
I have not.
ISPs are kind of gross. They're mean. So if you try and measure your internet speed, sometimes they prioritize you. It's it should be illegal, but no, I'm lagging. Okay.
I'll figure this out someday.
Yes.
And then the moment we're done the draft, the internet's gonna be back normal.
Of course, yeah. As soon as it's over, you're gonna look. Everything's gonna be perfect. What is that? Oh wow, wow! I have never seen anybody get this off.
Bleed out for 4 go again.
Damn. Pretty good.
Yeah, bleed out, very good card.
Yeah, pretty good. Wow. I was wondering where you would even really use that.
Oh.
Okay.
Use it in this deck.
Yeah,
in
it makes
Katsu.
sense. It makes sense. Everything makes sense.
I guess I use Katsu's ability then. I have 1 resource floating. And just get a 0 for 3.
That's not bad.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like I made a mistake again. This is why I shouldn't be drinking while playing.
No. Blood rot token.
Just 2. That
So
whole
good.
2-card 2 damage turn right there. Delicious.
Well,
Rough again. Another 0-2, huh? You're doing good on those.
I'm gonna throw more Kodachis at you.
I'm definitely losing so far. And I'm not sure how to fix it.
That would be my plan. So hopefully this goes the way that I want it to.
Definitely losing here.
No, my turn's real bad though. Oh, value.
Value. 1 health.
Value. Got a headpiece. Got a headpiece. Pay 2 for blood rot pox. I mean, pay 3.
Oh, if he had it
Go.
too, that's annoying.
All right, first one. I have no choice. 5. I guess I also have no choice anymore. Okay, I take it.
Oh, I made a mistake again. Oh, what a misplay. Why can't I F11?
Is it just
Why can't let me skip this, please? I don't want to put it in my pocket. It won't let me not put a card in my arsenal. Let me refresh. The new client, man.
Oh. You should just be able to.
The new client is so funky. If I put this in my arsenal, I lose. So let me rejoin.
You should just be able to.
It's not letting me go.
Or if not,
is there a way?
you should be able to
Is there a way?
undo,
play
right?
Beta UI. Pass. There we go. I had to flip back and forth between the
Let me
clients.
try.
I got it.
that is beautiful. Okay, so I guess I will Kodachi first.
Kodachi.
There we go.
Another blue 0. You managed to do one thing right.
Oh yeah. The Kodachi is almost always gonna have a go again.
That's pretty good. Playing sloppier and sloppier as these games go on. Next time I am gonna put my A game on. Such a bad misplay.
What do I want to do here? Do this.
3 cards left. I'm in danger.
It's not the worst, but it's not that good. But I guess I have to.
Oh, interesting. We'll see if Talishar can handle Mask. Last couple times it's done it. It has not performed so well.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna search up not the set number, but the ID number of the card instead.
Okay.
Which is out 083. Okay. It's out 083. Submit. Okay. So that is Surging Strike.
Okay. You come. Oh well, I know what Surging Strike does. So. Rabble.
But well, either way, it's Rabble. It's a blue Rabble named Surging Strike.
Oh shit! Rabble comes in as Surging Strike. I thought it had to be Ninja. Okay, do it again.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I just never realized it's any attack. That's
Well, it has to be an action card.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then Gust Wave for
Descendant.
3.
That's not bad.
It's not red though.
Yeah. Gust Wave for 3.
Yeah. No Katsu ability. I had to pass my Bonds of Ancestry because my client
Oh
lagged.
no! It's okay. I gave up 1-0 for 3 attack reaction because of the same shit. I'm not gonna pay for it.
Ooh, hurl.
Hurl. We hear hurling. Pass.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. My whole arsenal behind.
Is it
this-
my
There we go. Backstab for what?
backstab? No block. No sneak attack for 7? I
Do you
lose.
die? No way.
Well, yeah, if you have sneak attack for 7. I was expecting a 2 for
like
6.
a 6? Yeah. Go to 1 and then use your 5-card hand.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh
attack you
my
with
goodness.
my hand was gonna be attack you with Be Like Water, red, Surging
Okay.
Strike, red,
Okay.
Descendant Gust Wave, yellow, and then I was gonna shorten sharp the Descendant Gust Wave from Arsenal. with pitching a blue.
Oh my.
It
Brutal.
was gonna be 8, 11 plus 4. It was gonna be a 15 damage turn. Oh no.
That's sad.
No, but sneak attack is definitely good.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, the only 7 in the entire format.
Yes. I forgot about it, honestly. I was like, oh, I'm fine. I don't have to block air with like a Be Like Water. I could have just blocked with a Be Like Water.
Yeah, this format
It would have been good.
this draft format is nuts, man. It's the amount of like intricacies, the balance between the heroes seems tight enough where it's worth it. Like, oh, can't believe it.
Oh, so good, so good. Okay,
right.
just step back to
Back
main
to
lobby.
lobby. Muting. And all right, well, let's go look at this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys my reflection on the deck so far. I meant to force Ninja this week. I'm glad I didn't, because once again there's 3 Ninja players for some reason. I don't know why. I think Ninja has the highest capacity to win a table, but not if there's 3 of them. But we're gonna talk about this a little bit more at the review section at the end, right? But we went 2-1, our loss being to Arakni, and the loss was incredibly close, right? It was 1-1, and it was just so happened that the card he attacked me with turned off my defense reaction. Otherwise, we would have taken it. But I probably could have played better, so I'll review that game definitely and see where I lost that 1 health to, aside from, just the RNG of Blood Rot not working. But I think the list, again, it has most of the right cards in it. The problem this time around, unlike last time, was the 2 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 2 blocks, right? 18 if you count this last one. So 18 out of our 30, 38 playables are 2 blocks. And down here, right, we misclicked this toxicity. We didn't mean to draft this. We actually lost a very good card for this toxicity, unfortunately. But the couple Ninja cards, toxicity is bad. Peace of Mind Blue, Wayfinders are cards we got stuck with. So out of all of our cards, we really have almost 50% of our deck this time around is 2 blocks. We have the tools, we have the stealth cards, we have the dominates, but we just overdrafted 2 blocks this time around. And I just didn't realize it while I was doing it. I was so tunnel visioned on getting a couple good swap targets that I made the mistake. And then I think if I look back and review that Arakni game, I'm 90% sure we could have taken it. I think if I played just slightly better, when a game is 1-1, it's almost always a mistake you made, right? Like we definitely didn't play perfectly. This format's very complex. It could have been anything from my sideboarding all the way down to like missing a dagger somewhere, missing that 1 point of damage, not optimize. There was definitely a turn where I short and sharped before letting them play defense reaction. And if I had just let them play the defense reaction, I could have held it for next turn. So, you know, like if I had just fixed that problem, we would have won. So all in all, I think we got another pod winning deck here. It's just not as good as it was last week. I think last week my deck was much better. But yeah, that's my thoughts, my closing thoughts on this list. We'll wait for everybody to get back into the lobby. We're going to do another post draft discussion where everybody reviews what they liked and didn't like about their lists. And it's really, really insightful material, right? A lot of different players' perspectives on what they could have done better, what cards were kind of messed up, what plays they didn't like, what plays they liked. And these are some really good players, right? Like we've got players from all around the continental, not even the continental, but yeah, all around the continent, right? Canada down to the US. So we'll just wait for everybody to get here. How'd you guys' games go?
That one was the most brutal for me.
Was it?
Benji versus Riptide.
Ooh, gross. Jay's gonna drop out a little early. He's having so many internet problems, so
Oh no.
he's
Bummer.
not really able to like participate in the post game discussion. But thanks for coming, Jay. Really appreciate it. As always, very good player. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, Jay's so good. Thanks again for the invite, by the way, Mr. J.
Yeah, he's having quite a few internet issues, I guess.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. So how'd you so Ryan got smacked, I guess, on Riptide, right? Who'd you play into, Ryan?
Oh, played into Benji.
Ooh, gross.
Yeah, it was rough.
All right, and we're just waiting on Ethan and Marco to wrap their game up. And then how'd the other table go?
Andrew got there.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That deck
it
is
was a
good.
double peace of mind.
He had so many defensive cards in his deck. It was annoying.
Yeah.
It was so annoying. He like be like
It's like-
watered or peace of minded me almost every turn.
Yeah, like my deck was doing what it was supposed to. I felt pretty smooth. I was like dominating stuff, and then dominated like a massive blood rot. I think it was coming in for like 8 or 10 or something like that, and he just double peace of mind. I was like, great. So, yeah.
Wow, you have such a well-rounded deck there. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Let me pull it onto the other screen.
I tried my best.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Let's look at it.
Wait, 37 main deck?
That's counting the
Oh.
Arakni and 2 spiders
Oh.
bites.
Mm.
And then
Oh no, it's not right. I'm just looking at blue plus yellow plus red. That's 37. Unless there was some cards in there.
that's
Oh,
my
there's a
whole
arrow.
that's my whole
Sorry.
drafted pool. Yeah.
Um,
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sneak attack a 2-block.
Yes.
Yeah.
I took it with the boots, is why I wanted a blue one.
You actually did it.
Yeah.
You pulled it off
Mhm.
against me. It was
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
As soon as you
Like-
played it, I was like, oh man. It's coming in for 5. 3 yellow peace of minds, a red brush off. That spike with inertia is what killed me. It's so annoying.
That's pretty annoying.
That
there was a
red razor's
razor,
edge, that was supposed to be mine,
Yeah.
but I misclicked.
Razor and Spike were annoying.
That's a pretty good deck.
I also find like the Wreck Havoc, Humble, cut down to size. I think those are really important too, to have like a chain ender.
I think
Like I
2 for
see a lot of
6s
people draft Arakni decks and they end up with like 20 red premium stealth cards, which is like super sweet as a a sequence starter. But I think sometimes you really have to have the like 2 for 6 at the end.
Yeah, I mean the mass supports it. 3 go again with an on hit, maybe an attack reaction into a 2 for 6 is better than 3/3, right?
I think
Yeah.
it's the same for Benji too. I drafted mostly 2 2 attack stuff this time. I have a couple of extra, like I have 1/5 and 1/6.
Yeah.
But like my average turn was not good enough to like take damage and then send back my full potential. It was just like 5-6 damage.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
my
and
cards
then-
all blocked for 2, and so I was just like falling behind
Mhm.
constantly.
And then like you don't incentivize them to block, so they just send 4 or 5 cards right back at you. 'Cause they
Yeah.
can't block anyways. Yeah, but if you
Exactly.
like, end it with a humble or a wreck havoc or something,
Yep.
they at least give that a card or 2.
It buys
Yeah.
tempo. Yeah. Yeah, our game was the one where I blocked the most because of your on hits were scary.
Our game?
Yeah, your game. Yeah, our
Yeah,
game. Yeah.
yeah,
It was the only game where I had to block, like a lot. I think
Red
also
Prowls
like
are so good in that deck.
Prowl's good.
Mhm.
One of the
Any
most
Prowls actually.
busted combos is Razor's Edge and a Blood Rot fucking card. Razor's Edge is worth 5 on a Blood Rot card. It's so crazy.
It's ridiculous.
It's so
Didn't you
crazy.
hit me with that last week?
I did. I killed you with it.
Yeah, you did. You did +5.
He did it to me this week. He came in for a 1, and I was like, "Do I give him 2 cards? do I really give him 2 cards and just let him hold it?"
Oh, I almost forgot to grab my draft log.
Oh, I have a draft log going on too. I'm curious about your stats. We can talk about it later.
It's such a good tool.
Yeah, I have every draft I've done, the win rates, loss rates, and all that kind of stuff of every hero.
Right. And I just mean in draftfab.com you can pull out your draft log of what was in every single pack and what you picked.
Oh, I meant okay. I'm keeping like win-loss ratios for heroes and stuff
Right.
like that.
Right.
I didn't realize there was a draft log. I think I closed it.
It's so good.
I'm fairly confident I killed our. Can I open it? Let's see. Nope. Nope. Oh, yep. Got it back.
Nice. So on the export to Fabry button, there's like the drop down and you can
Oh,
click export
yeah.
draft log. Yeah, and then it kind of downloads. You can open it up in a notepad or whatever file.
Yeah. For how close. Okay, you guys were kind of far away from me. You and Ethan were fighting over cards, and I was kind of in La La Land, just eating whatever I wanted.
Where was I in this pod?
Is there a current 3-0?
It is Andrew.
Me.
Nice.
Yeah, this was a really nice competitive lot. Like all 3 of my games were pretty hard fought. That was cool. All right. So I mean, now that we're all here, at the end of each one of these sessions, I like to ask everybody their reflections on their deck, their hero, their choices, what worked, what didn't work. And we can start with the winner, I guess. Andrew on Zuri, or no, Arakni, right? Can you post your
True.
list in chat?
Yeah, I put a little picture in the
Okay, that'll do.
general. Just because like different games I was siding in and out different cards or playing all the Peace of Minds and Brush Off into Azalea or if I played a Benji.
All right, so what do you think of Arakni this set or this draft?
I loved it and I think it worked out pretty well. I think I got like the right amount of stealth cards and I had a few attack reactions. I'd prefer like a couple more, and then like I was just saying, a couple of the sequence enders, like a big wreck havoc or cut down to size or humble to put at the end of a combat chain and buy some cards. And I got to do some cute stuff like the sandals and the blue sneak attack, or
Yeah.
I have a yellow hurl in there for some late game cheese.
Yeah. I can't believe you got 6 pieces of equipment and 13 reds.
Some of those just came at the end too. I was like, oh, okay.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And then this draft especially, there just seemed to be so many come to fights, like more than usual, more Peace of Minds than usual, just so many
There's
yellow
so many
cards.
Peace of Minds,
Yeah.
The same thing happened last week. There were a lot of come to fights.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. More short and sharps, but I kind of wanted to try not to take those this time.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Anything you didn't like about it, or any cards that you think are mistakes?
I'm excited to look through my draft log again and see kind of what I picked exactly where.
Okay.
It would kind of be like one pack would have just such an obvious pick for me. It's the only card I want in the pack, and then the next pack would have 4 cards that I wanted, and it's like this is tough to choose.
Yeah. Okay. What about the other Arakni? I think it was Ethan.
Yeah, here's a link to mine. My deck really sucked. It had two main problems. Ended up 1 and 2, and the main reason for both losses was probably just not familiar enough with the draft format. Definitely made a lot of mistakes against Pankaj, I think Smoke, of just not reading how cards interact, like short and sharp being really bad.
Yeah.
But beyond that, the deck really kind of had glaring weaknesses when I played against Marco TekloFoundry that I think are actually pretty easy to pinpoint. First and foremost, so much of my damage was locked around Virulent Touch from Arsenal, which, especially like against the Katsu matchup, you don't have a lot of room to really set up. So there were a couple just like tempo decider turns where I'm forced to full block, otherwise I'm risking, Descendant, Bonds, just shenanigans that really just kind of like took away my ability to unlock my deck's damage because it was so gated behind trying to get the 0-for-4s off, which, if I can't do that, deck isn't really good enough. Also, it wasn't quite good enough at fatigue either because I have no 2-for-6s. So it kind of failed at both aspects. Like I can't be aggressive if I don't set up 0-for-4s. I also can't win fatigue if I don't have 2-for-6s. So I think the deck was just kind of bad. I took the 2 red Virulent Touches pretty early. I think they weren't both red. I think I had 1 red, 1 yellow, and the idea was I wanted to kind of flip between Riptide or Arakni, but I wasn't seeing any red arrows come through on the first, I believe, 4 picks. So I figured, nope, like we're just not going to go that route then, and try to use the early picks to pivot more towards Arakni so they weren't wasted. But they still were they lined up really poorly with the rest of the deck. Like I didn't really have enough of the on-demand like must block 0-for-3s. Like my reds really came from Malign, which it's like it was cool. It cheesed through some damage with like a spike with inertia, Razor's Edge. Like nothing you can do if you just say pass on that. But without having even just like red withers, red infects, it was just not up to me to really decide tempo. So deck was pretty bad.
Okay. I think looking at it, you're a little short on blues, like you said. Like you don't even your fatigue plan is kind of hard with these 2 blocks and then black of blues and stuff like that. So it makes sense.
Well, I don't really need blues for fatigue.
I guess that's true.
Right? Like as long as if I'm really fatiguing, I need 2-for-6s, and I need to be able to just like have a deck that's concentrated enough to block 3 and then return daggers, which even with a low blue count will always happen like towards the end. So the blue count really didn't hurt ever, other than when I really wanted to like play a come to fight like plunge turn. Those are the only cost curves where a blue was like really necessary, and it felt fine on that because they weren't that common.
Okay. All right. I think I'm the only Azuri starting with Assassin. I think I had a pod winning deck. Like a close. The only game I lost was to Andrew on Arakni, and it was like I said 1-1, and it came down to the anti defense reaction card that kind of cost me the game. So definitely at a 1-1 game, there's a mistake I made somewhere in there that I could have played a little better. I could have drafted a slightly different card. I could have sideboarded a little bit better. The only call out I have this time is like short and sharp yellow sucks. So I didn't realize how much better the red one is than the yellow one. And then almost half of my deck is 2 blocks. And I was just so fixated on the fact that I had 4 dominate cards again. So I was like, I really just need to get these swap targets in. And so I ended up drafting, 1, 2, 3, like 14 2 blocks. And though that showed pretty badly in the Arakni game, where like as soon as I lost tempo, I wasn't able to regain it by blocking, and it never came back. But other than that, I think I had the combat tricks in there, minus short and sharp. I had the defense reactions, which I rate really high. I had the hurl red for the close. I had the virulent. Like I had the right tools. I just didn't play perfectly in that one game, and then I just was a little short-sighted on like I don't have cards that block this time around. So I think that's my input on my deck this time.
Yeah,
Feels
our
like a
game
lot of your
could've
swap
gone either
targets.
way.
Sorry, what was that?
It feels like a lot of your swap targets are yellow.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I said I was kind of panicking. I had one sneak attack
Right,
red
right.
and the amnesia and the cut down the size.
And cut-downs.
And I
Yeah.
was kind of like, okay, I don't have enough swap targets. So then I tunnel visioned, right? I had the 4 isolates. I had like 10 stealth cards. I was like, I have the numbers for stealth. I don't need any more stealth cards. And I tunnel visioned on swap cards. And
Yeah.
every one of the swap cards I got basically was a 2-block. And
Right.
at the end of the pod, I realized I was like, if I had just drafted a couple less swap cards, a couple more stealth cards, I could block. And there was like a misclick, like draftfab.com. The red toxicity was supposed to be a red razor's edge, but I just clicked on the wrong thing.
Right.
But honestly, like I still rate D-Reacts extraordinarily high in this set. Like the games I was losing, D-Reacts almost won me the game, right? Or they either caught me up, or they if it wasn't for that, like I said, that one play where I couldn't play it, it would have won the game. So I rate them really high. But yeah, what about our ninjas? Justin?
I guess.
Teklo.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, Justin wants to go first.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Either way. Either way.
Hold on, I lost track of Discord. Pasting. Okay. Like I said, I pretty early on, I just wasn't seeing any stellar cards, and Redhead Jab was the Gi was my first pick. Redhead Jab was my second, and then I just didn't see anything that pushed me in another direction. So I started picking these ninja synergies, and then a lot of yellow came my way. So I went into Benji,
Okay.
but unfortunately, I did not really see that many premium generic attacks. I got one red destructive, one red cut down to size, and like nothing else.
Yeah.
So, and my 3-block count is a little low, I think. And then I have these awkward yellow piece of mines, which I only used against Azalea, I think. I'm not sure how to rate those still. Like, I don't know if I want to be putting those in my deck as Ninja unless it's for Azalea, but I might be wrong on that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it just felt like my turns were not explosive enough to warrant starting at 3 less health. And I got pretty stuffed in my second game against Marco, where he had like 3 brush offs that just all devastated me. Even a blue one.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah. I had lethal. He's at 2, right? I have the slippers, the sandals. I go 1 to go again, and he goes blue brush off. And I'm like, oh my god. And I have another blue 1. So I swung 2 Kadachis, but then like he survives with like 3 cards and murders me. So playing Benji feels like really bad in that way, like where I didn't have the threats to end chains with, and trying to play with just the 2 attacks, you get blown out by things like brush off and the Seeker's equipment or just blade break equipment.
Yeah.
So
ND reacts. Like
yeah,
from
and do reacts from Arsenal. There's a lot of things that could just like ruin your day when you think you have the unblockable out. So you really need to be kind of ahead in case that happens. And for you to get into a good position, you really need these like red combo enders. These like
What are your
generic
thoughts
stuff.
on going first or second as Benji? Because every time I'm against Benji, I have no idea what I'm supposed to pick.
I want to go second every time.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right.
Yeah. Going first is like it's so hard to even, unless you have like the perfect deck, it's so hard to even get free damage in.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, like usually I could get 2. That's like
Yeah.
it's like a good start for me, and that's not worth starting 3 less health. I'd rather just block with some cards if my opponent decides to attack me, and then ideally my deck would have some like 2 attack, maybe a couple 2 attacks that are unblockable, and then a 6 attack. So on the tempo turn, it would be like a lot of pressure for the opponent. You rip some cards from them, and then you're in a good spot. Yeah, going first feels like you could, because if you go first and you don't really get any damage in, and then they hit you with something decent, if your like hand doesn't block well or is very good damage, you're just gonna be so far behind on health already if you try to like take the tempo at that point. So it's just a trickier battle to get into the lead if you start first.
Yeah, that makes sense. Peace of minds are interesting too because Benji has such little life that delayed gratification from peace of mind seems a little dangerous. Maybe. Okay. What about Marco?
Yeah.
Can you post your list real quick?
Yeah. I think I ended up going into Katsu mostly because I accidentally, due to the timer, drafted a yellow head jab, pick one, pack one.
Okay.
And then I think I grabbed like a couple traps, but then I started getting past like, and I liked picking the traps early because they give me the option between two different classes and they're relatively strong. But then I got past like red bonds. I was getting past like red be like water later in the packs, and so I just decided to pivot. This deck is so hard to draft properly, has been my experience. I've drafted Katsu a few different times now, and the issue is it's such a A+B style deck in order to get rates that are comparable to like the other heroes, like specifically Ranger and Assassin. Like you're also disadvantaged too because so many of your cards block for 2, whereas a lot of the class cards, like specifically for Assassin, block for 3. Yeah. So it's kind of difficult because I'm assuming there were other Surgeons at the table that I just never saw. I'm assuming whoever got the Surgeons probably wanted to see bonds, but I got the bonds. I got all of them, baby.
You have 2 Be Like Waters, 3 bonds, and 3 Descendants. Like you're so
it's
close
hard,
to
though.
being cracked.
Yeah, Be Like Water never hits in this format because all the class cards, like it just gets stuffed by like an arrow or any Assassin 3 block, and the card just never hits. So it's pretty difficult to actually get to like a play rate that's like comparable to the other heroes to make up for like your poor defensive capabilities. And your weapon is like, it's also hard to get there because so many of the blue cards are like awkwardly like 1 and 2 cost pitch. Like you're going to be fighting over head jabs with Benjis, and you end up having to draft like bad blocking like generics like Seeker Eyes and Feisty Locals and Brush Off. Like Brush Off is nice because that has some utility, but it's also like literally I'll just draft it because I'm like, okay, this is a Kodachi starter. Like 1-2 punch is your best card, but you're also fighting with Benji and also other Katsus over that card. The deck honestly feels like when things go well, you have the ability to like narrowly win games. Like I went 2-1 through like really razor thin margins. And there are some really good setups you can have. Like in my game with like Ethan at the end, there was a hand where if he didn't block, I could have played 2 bonds in 1 turn with 2 gust waves. Because it was like gust wave bonds. If it hits, I can discard, get another gust wave, and I banish the bonds with my bonds because I had 3 in deck. So it was kind of cracked, right? So that's like the top end. But it's hard to get there. It's denied by blocking. The other classes have access to good blocking cards between equipment and 3 blocks. What else? Bonds is also surprisingly kind of risky in draft, I've noticed, because like your only good 0 cost combo card that actually pushes a good rate is red 1-2 punch. And there were a lot of games where I was just forced to block with the card or play it before I found bonds. And then like my bonds is actually just a 0 for 4 with go again, and it actually can't really find a target. Except for maybe like in this deck, like red recoil. But I don't have a second one, so I can't even target that. So it's actually kind of difficult to get that card to like really push something that's higher than a 0 for 4. The only other thing I noticed was I was actually kind of impressed by Hurl.
Yeah.
As a card that can pitch to Kodachis, and then also you can draw it late game. And if you have access to, for instance, like 3 resources, you can just have a hand that goes like Kodachi, Hurl, throw a Kodachi. And that can be enough to rip cards or end a game.
Yeah. It's like you summarized the ninja problem. Like when the ninja deck works, I feel like it's unbeatable. But to get it to work is like a very big milestone.
Yeah, how do you decide, like you're at Pro Tour, how do you like get yourself in the headspace to go, I'm gonna draft the perfect ninja deck right now?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
definitely
so
not
hard.
03 my pod.
It's so hard.
I've literally been like 15, 17 damaged by a ninja. And then the next game, it's like, oh, well, Kodachi 3 end turn, So
Yeah,
it's
two card 5, awesome.
so polarizing.
And also, like, there is a little bit of variance in the packs too, I would say, because like those bonds, they were all reds. They could have easily been yellows or blues, and I would have been forced to play the yellows. But then, like, my deck like probably falls behind rate in the long term of a game compared to, you know, for instance, like against like, you know, Arakni or Azuri, something like that. And also just I don't know. It's difficult. Like, you'll find like the blue spinning wheel kicks, but not having a red one is so detrimental with Twin Twisters, because that line feels more consistent than the Bonds line. But once again, you just have to have like the right colors, or else you just like can't present good breakpoints either, which is really tough. That's another thing too, is if you can't get breakpoints and your cards are 3 or less, like they're not hitting, and it's almost like having a blank hero text.
Like all of it swings for 3 without some kind of synergy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Okay. And then finally, our Ranger players. Unless I skipped somebody. Did I skip somebody? Nope.
Is there another ninja?
There had to be.
So there were 3 assassins. I think there had to be another.
Yeah, Jay was on
Was
top
Jay?
too.
Oh,
Jay
Jay
was
had to
probably a
drop.
ninja.
Okay. All right. So then our Ranger players.
Cool.
Who wants to go
I can
first? Boom. All right, Pankaj.
So I think this was a pretty good deck. I also think this had the potential to be a pod winning deck. It was pretty smooth. I think except for my first game against Justin, my other 2 games I was dominating like pretty consistently because I have a lot of peak effects. Like, I have 3 scouts, 2 rebels, and then 3 spy snipings, and also the headpiece that lets me peek the top. So I was always able to find what I need to find. Like, I think my last game against Andrew, like I sent like infecting shot for 8, dominated like twice, which is pretty solid. I think there was a collation issue because I don't think 6 yellow infecting shots
agree.
is normal. I feel like some of them should have been red. I was definitely missing some red arrows.
Must have been Belgian print.
Yeah.
Yeah, just didn't see enough red arrows. Maybe my pack 2 pick 1, which I missed, was a red arrow in there, and I just didn't get it. Yeah, it felt pretty good. I have a nice density of buffs and arrows. And this is exactly how I like to draft Ranger. I prioritize yellow arrows over blues
Okay.
because you really just work off of yellow, and then there are threats later on as well. You do need to know your pitch stack though, because assassins will try and make it go late, and then you need to know, oh, I have a yellow arrow right here, and you can dominate it, and it's pretty sick. What else did I want
How
to
did you
say?
feel about Falcon Wings?
The blue is terrible. The red is good. I like the red because it's a good arsenal target. I think the trick with playing a ranger is you rarely want to just arsenal an arrow. You want to arsenal something with go again. Except spy sniping. Spy sniping is the only exception because you can flip it, give it an aim counter, and then you trigger its effect, and you can Azalea in a dominated arrow. But that's the only non-go again thing I'm okay with arsenaling. So Falcon Wing, sometimes if they let you have a big hand, Arsenal Falcon Wing, and it's okay. Red is fine, of course. The blue, I think in one game I just pitched it to Blood Rot instead of arsenaling it because it's worth more that way.
Yeah.
Yellow is whatever. So those are basically like just fillers. Yeah, Come to Fight is sick as usual. It's a buff. It blocks 3. It's nice.
Yeah. 7
I
infecting
think
shots.
Yeah, I think a few. Also, the yellow infecting shot is actually nuts. Like, it's just better than like red skybound shot, for example.
Yeah.
Because especially if you dominate it, then it's just the hit, and it's like, okay, it dealt more damage. And skybound, but they both cost 2. Like, require opponent to block with 2 cards to cover it up. But if they don't block the infecting, they take more damage than like a red skybound shot. So, there's that. Draft wise, I actually was already a little biased towards picking Ranger because last week I noticed Ranger was really open.
Yep.
I feel like this group has a bias against Ranger, so I was like, all right.
I noticed that too,
And yeah,
yeah.
the first few packs I
Don't
was
put
always
that
seeing
up
2
there.
Ranger cards per pack, so I was like, okay, it looks like Ranger's really open, and then yeah, just a few more red arrows, and I think I could have gotten there against Andrew.
Yeah, I think it's a cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a problem. You have way too many yellows for being only 2
Yeah.
Rangers.
Yep.
All right. Ryan, final Ranger. You want to post it? There we go. What'd you think?
I mean, the first 2 games weren't as bad, I guess. It felt all right. I mean, I made some play mistakes, but I think it was pretty close. There was just a lot of really awkward hands. The deck Oh, that's not mine. It like felt like it either, yeah, it needed more go again, I think. And the lace, like I'd rather those laces just be like scout the periphery, which I think I like passed on scout for the lace, and then I was like hitting 2 lace in the hand, and then like hitting into all the generics that I drafted early on when I was still kind of figuring out what hero I was on. So it's kind of like not lining up right.
Yeah.
But like the virulent touches were really awesome. I really like the 0 cost arrows in them because it's just not I don't really like pitching for the bow because it feels like a 3-card hand to throw out like 6 or 7, and it's like they just block it out, and then if they just go to their turn and just arsenal and pass, like my 4-card hands are like not good because it just like lacks the go again or can't really utilize the cards as well. That's what I found.
Yeah, you did way more damage to me in our game with generics than you did arrows. By
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
lot. Like the virulence like almost did more than half my health because I didn't want to block them.
Yeah, the virulence, like the feisty locals, was really good, especially at the end. And yeah, our game was pretty close. And then the next game against Jay, that was like super close. But I got to the end where I couldn't I couldn't get attacks high enough to where he would just block out and then Kodachi lock me. And then eventually I just ran out of cards. But like Tar Pit Trap, that trap is awesome.
Oh, that trap is really good. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
one as well.
That one's really awesome. I wish I had like one more trap. There was often times when I was getting low where I was like, oh, they're so low. I was like, oh man, I just need like 1 damage. And if I could add one more trap, I think it would have been felt pretty good in this deck.
Yeah.
You also have very few red arrows. So
Yeah,
I guess
there
they
was
just
like
weren't-
barely any.
They just weren't there.
Yeah, I think I got like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
And they're like grapnel and falcon. Wing.
Yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
Falcon Wing in him is great, but yeah.
Yeah.
Grapnel
I like
sucks.
I actually kind of liked it, like the red ones. Just like,
Yeah.
because that worked well with the laces that I had. There's lace in the
Falcon Wing's a
grapnel.
huge role player.
I think Falcon Wing is pretty nuts.
Hey, does Tar Pit Trap prevent Katsu trigger?
I think so.
Yeah.
An on hit.
So it just eats it because it would be the first hit, and then he can't.
Yeah, I think so. Interesting. All right. Well, thanks everybody. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing another one next week. So if you guys are interested, once again, I'll make a group chat. We can talk about who wants to play next week. But yeah, another really
Thanks for
interesting
hosting.
learning experience. This set is really complicated.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
All right. Thanks,
So who
everybody.
were the two? So who were the 2 ones?
I'm
like
2-1.
what heroes?
I'm
Missouri?
2-1.
Okay, and I was 2-1 on Azalea. So it was on each, like one of each class,
Yeah.
and then
And
winner
then
was an
Arakni at the
assassin.
top.
Yep. Okay.
Interesting.
Thanks for hosting.
Yeah. Thanks everybody.
Yeah, thanks for the
Awesome.
invite.
All right.
See ya.
Later,
All
everybody.
right, see you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys.